Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well. So in our previous video we have started the third chapter of history, class 6 history, where we have learned about the story of Harappa and about the special structured buildings which were built in the Mohenjo-daro city, Lothal and various other Harappan site. So here today we are going to see how was their life in the city. So let us start without wasting any time. Life in the city. A Harappan city was a very busy place. There were people who planned the construction of special buildings in the city. See, what was these special buildings? We have learned in our previous class that there was a great bath. It was also a special building. It was mentioned specially that it was a special structure which was built on the higher area of that part. And where was that higher area? That higher platform, higher area was on the western part, which was known as Citadel. So here what we came to know that like how was life in the cities, like from before living in that city, as we have seen in our previous chapter that in Mehergarh it was the earliest village. So slowly from village it developed into city. So now here, so in village they might be doing farming, and still there are village, they might be doing farming and herding, but what about the city life? Because we have seen that out of this structure which was found, it was a planned building, the drainage system was very good, the streets were very good, it was well planned. So we came to know that they are living in a city. So here they are not doing farming. So what are they indulge in? Okay, what are the activities in which they are indulged? So here the first thing which we came to know is that there were people who planned the construction of this special building, which was probably planned. We already studied that it was a planned building. These were probably the rulers. So what is the assumption made here? The assumption made here is that okay, the one who have planned this construction, these buildings, everything, the idea behind it, the concept and all, it was all given by the rulers. It is likely that the rulers sent people to distant land to get metal, precious stones and other things that they wanted. So again another presumption is that, our assumption or presumption we can say, it is that the ruler, they send people, okay, they sent people. There are some people who are doing trading, isn't it? They are traders. So especially these rulers, they might have sent these people who are doing trading to a distant land, means to a far off land, to get metals and precious stones which were not available in their place, which was not available in this Harappan site. So which they wanted, they have sent these people to bring those precious stones and metals. They may have kept the most valuable objects such as ornaments of gold and silver or beautiful beads for themselves, and there were scribes, people who knew how to write, who helped prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other materials that have not survived. Okay, so when the ruler sent these people to distant land to get these precious stones and metals, so out of that they used to keep the valuable one, the most valuable one. And what are the things which are been listed as the valuable one here? Those are gold and silver, and some beautiful beads also. Like in our next topic you will see that they had a very beautiful beads, out of which they used to make a very beautiful ornament by crafting it properly, by polishing it properly. They are giving the shape of a necklace, a very beautiful one. All right. So and there were scribes. Apart from these people who used to go to distant land and collect these metals and all, there were scribes also. Who are these scribes? These the scribes, okay, this here, who are these scribes? These are, okay, people who knew how to write, who helped prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other materials that have not survived. So there were special people known as a scribe. They knew how to write and read. That means what we came to know from here, we came to know that there was development. Okay, there was far more development. Now these people can read and write also. They have their own script, and this scribe, they helped in preparing of the seals, which where was this seal used? The seal was used especially during trading. Okay, the picture is given here, we will see. And perhaps they might be the scribes might have written on others materials as well, but that have not survived. That means we can assume that they might be written in a wood or in a wooden things or in a palm leaves, as we have seen that there were manuscript. That is one of the source through which we came to know about our history. And in manuscript, what happens, they used to live in palm leaves, so it will be decomposed with times, and wood is also decomposed with time. So only some few things have survived which were written on hard metals or stones. Okay, so this was the life here in the city. Okay, besides this, then let us see the picture of sill. It is here. This is the sill. Okay, besides, there were men and women, craft persons making all kind of things, either in their own homes or in a special workshop. See, what do we came to know from here? There were men and women who were a very craft person, okay, who were a good craft person. They used to make all kind of things, either in their homes, they used to do in their homes, or on a special workshop. Means there are some buildings, there are some evidence of buildings or rooms which looks like factory, okay, where it has been assumed that okay, people might have gone there and might have worked there and might have crafted there. Okay, so it looks like a factory, so it evidence have been found, so that is why it is mentioned here. Okay, people were traveling to distant land or returning with the raw materials and perhaps stories. Many terracotta toys have been found and children must have played with this. Okay, see, as the ruler used to send people to distant land, what happens, they used, when they travel into others place, we came to know about that place. There are so many stories when they were going, while reaching also, it is not that they have planes or bus by that time. It will take lots of days, sometimes months also, when they plan to go to other country. So while in their journey, they might have come across so many things, they might be telling their experience and all. So while coming back, what they have, they used to return with raw materials, okay, and some others stories as well of that very place. How was their journey, whom do they meet, how was the culture over there, what kind of people lived over there. So there might be so many stories also. And apart from that, many terracotta toys, okay, terracotta toys have also been found, which children must have been played. See, terracotta toys means, see here, you can see terracotta toys means which are made out of clay or stone, and these are survived as these were made out of stone. So this might be played by children. In present day also, their small kids used to play with such toys, isn't it, which are not, it is not made of stone now or clay. These are all made up of like rubber or plastic in today's date, but during that time also there was a concept. And from this we can say that okay, they have made shapes of animals. Mostly these are, all this looks like animals, isn't it? This looks like pig, this look like some rhinoceros, or this looks like some dog. So you can from here what we can say that okay, children might have been played all this thing. And see, this is the sill which we have talked about, and see, there is a animal craft here, isn't it? The picture of an animal craft here with a single horn. So it is been believed that this is a unicorn. Okay, unicorn, they believed in this unicorn. And see here, something is written here which cannot be like deciphered even today also. See, it is written, a Harappa seal. The signs on the top of the seal are a part of script. This is the earliest form of writing known in the subcontinent. Scholars have tried to read these signs, but we still do not know exactly what they mean. Left, this is the terracotta. See here about this script. Okay, even today we don't know what is written here. Scholars have tried to decipher it, they tried to decode it, okay, because it is script which is not in the script which we use today, like we use ABCD, isn't it? So this is not an ABCD form, this is some other script. So we, like scholars, still they do not know what is been written, it is still a mystery over here. So this was the type of seal that was used, and these are mostly on rectangular shape. Okay, the seals which are found from Harappans are mostly of rectangular shape. So this was about this life in this city. Okay, so now in our next topic we will learn about new crafts in the city. So now we will see. Okay, the life, we have seen the life in the city. People used to go to different land, distant land, to collect raw materials. They used to make, they used to keep the precious stones for them, and they used to make ornaments. They used beads. They were crafters. Both men and women were craft person. So here in this new craft in the city, we will see that, okay, how it, what they used to craft, and what they used to weight those precious stones and objects which they have bought from this distant land or from the other place. See, let us start. Let us look at some of the objects that were made and found in Harappan cities. Most of the things that have been found by archaeologists are made of stones, shells and metals, including copper, bronze, gold and silver. See, what does this mean? It means that now from in this age of people, from this time period, okay, what these people started using metal also. Otherwise, in the prehistoric time, what we have learned, we have seen only the tools are made out of stones, or either it might be bones or wood. But here they started using metals, and including copper, bronze. See, bronze is a metal which is mixed up by making copper and tin. Okay, it is much stronger. So this age is also, because of that, this age is also known, it is termed as a bronze age. All right, so here the use of copper, bronze and gold and silver was there. Copper and bronze were used to make tools, weapons, ornaments and vessels. Gold and silver were used to make ornaments and vessels. So here this copper and bronze, they were used to make tools, weapons and ornaments and vessel, and this gold, silver were also used to make ornaments and vessels. So here we have found so many ornaments or craftings, okay, beautiful craftings and all we have found here. Let us see that you can see this picture also over here, a beautiful picture, isn't it? Here you can see, and one of the feature that striking feature or find was these beads, weights and blades. Let us see what are these beads, weights and blades. Perhaps the most striking find are those of beads, weights and blades. So these are the blades which are made up of copper or stone, copper and stone, and these are the beads. Okay, see how finely it is been crafted, isn't it? Properly, it is in the proper shape of necklace. That means women used to wear necklace, and we don't know, even men might also be using these things. We don't know, we don't have any proof about it. So here, what are these? These are these beads. Okay, and what are weights? See, their weights looks something like this. Okay, this square shape. Here, this is their weights. Say stone weights. Okay, these might be using, they might have used this weighing scale. Okay, this is a weighing scale for them when to weigh these objects, these ornaments, or this gold, silver, copper, all this thing. Okay, how carefully, see, notice how carefully and precisely these weights are shaped. These were made of chert, a kind of stone. Okay, this is made of chert, a kind of stone. These were probably used to weight precious stones or metals. So these were used to make precious stones or metals. And apart from that, about beads, let us see. This is these beads. Okay, this is the beads. Beads, many of these were made out of carnelian, a beautiful red stone. So this is red in color also, isn't it? So this is a beautiful red stone. From there they have crafted out this and they have made this design. The stone was cut and shaped. See, it is cut and been shaped into this design here. Polished, and finally a hole was brought through the center so that the string could be passed through it. So here a string is passed and they have bore a hole here, and from there where they give the shape of a proper necklace. And far right is the stone blades. These are stone blades which are made up of stone. And bottom right, okay, there is one more picture. Okay, we will see about that as well. Bottom right, embroidered cloth, a stone statue of an important man found from Mohenjo-daro shows him wearing an embroidered garment. See here, this stone, okay, this statue was been found, and we don't know whose statue is this, as we cannot decipher their script. So even in case something was written over there, we don't know. But from this statue, what we came to know? We came to know that how well was their crafting. See, from this craft only you can imagine like their beard is how well it is crafted, and this clothes is also, he is wearing a cloth which is embroidered. Okay, the designs is very beautiful. So how well their eyes are properly crafted, their nose, their lips, isn't it? So from here we came to know how well their crafting was. The crafting was, they have given so much importance in crafting, and they were very good in crafting also. And this also shows the development, okay, the development from that early human, from this developed cities to these developed cities. So and this was this Neolithic age. Okay, so okay, let us see here. The Harappan also made seals out of stone. These are generally rectangular. See, we have already seen, isn't it? The seal, it is of rectangular shape and usually have an animal carved on them. So we have shown that one unicorn is been craft over it. Not only unicorn, you will find elephant, tiger, dogs. These are also craft, but the most common is the unicorn. The Harappan also made a pot with beautiful black designs such as the one shown in page 6. In your first chapter, you have already learned there was a large pot where there was a painting from outside. So in this Harappan time also, in this Harappan period, from this Harappan site also, such pots, beautiful pots, okay, with very beautiful black designs are been found. Okay. Cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh from 7,000 years ago. Actual piece of clothes were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. So there was evidence of cotton. See, evidence about this evidence of cotton we have learned in Mehergarh also, isn't it? The village, the first village in Mehergarh, we have found there is evidence that okay, cotton was grown. Actual piece of clothes were been found. It has been spun. So here in this Harappan site also, it is these are found, and here it is mentioned also cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh, and this Mehergarh it's also it is also included as one of this Harappan site. Actual piece of clothes were found. Okay. Actual piece of clothes were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper object at Mohenjo-daro. So there were evidence was found about this cotton, from where we know that okay, clothes were available. So this actual piece of clothes were also found from this Mohenjo-daro, which were attached to a silver vase. Archaeologists have also found spindle whorls made of terracotta and faience. These were used to spin threads. So apart from that cotton, archaeologists have also found some spindle whorls, which probably might be for, which were used for making terracotta toys. Terracotta, as I have explained, those toys which were made of clay, which might be probably played by their childrens, and these were all used to spin threads. This faience is, see, the meaning is given here. Okay, let us see. Unlike stone or shell, these that are found naturally, faience is a material that is artificially produced. A gum was used to shape sand or powdered quartz into an object. The object were then glazed, resulting in a shiny, glassy surface. The color of the glaze were usually blue or sea green. Faience was used to make beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels. So it looks something like this. So it is not a natural object which was found from nature, but this was an artificially made by using some sort of gum to give it a shape of a quartz. So like you can see its shape here, and this turned into something glassy, so glassy and shiny surface. So these were used to make beads, bangles, earrings, and tiny vessels. Many of the things that were produced were probably the work of specialists. A specialist is a person who is trained to do only one kind of work. For example, cutting stone or polishing beads or carving seals. Look at the illustration, page 26. Okay, see how well the face is carved and how carefully the beard is shown. This must have been the work of an expert craft person. So it has been assumed that there were some specialists. Okay, probably the word probably means we don't know exactly. Okay, it is just an assumption. So there were some specialists and that specialists were trained to do only one kind of work, the only one kind of work. For example, the one who is cutting stone will be only cutting stone, and the one who is polishing beads will be polishing beads only, and the one who is carving shields will be carving shields only. They are not going to they are not going to mix up their work. So there were a proper person and title for a different kinds of set of work. So these were all done by specialists, and we can see the work of that statue which we have already discussed, like their beard is so like well carved, and a shawl is given, a shawl is been worn by that statue. That statue is also considered to be like some of a famous person, might be he might be the ruling person during that Mohenjo-daro time or Harappan time. Okay, and he's wearing a cloth which is embroidered very beautifully and very properly. So all these things are carved very properly. So not everybody could have been a specialist. We do not know whether only men were specialists or only women were specialists. Perhaps some women and men may have been specialists, and we don't know whether it was only men were specialists or some women were specialists. We don't know about it as we don't have evidences regarding it. Okay, the only thing is that we can assume, we can say probably. So there might be women also, there might be men also. So this was about this new craft in the city. Our next topic is in search of raw material. See here, raw materials are substances that are either found naturally, such as wood or ores or metals, or produced by farmers or herders. See, raw materials are those things which are found naturally. For example, if you want to, like, there are some natural raw materials. For example, wood. Out of wood they have made so many tools, isn't it? Or ores or metals. These metals and ores, these were in used from the Neolithic period only. During the Paleolithic period, these were not they were not used properly. Means we human beings of those time, the early human beings doesn't know the use of it. But when as time passes and when it was a Neolithic age, that time this metal were also been used, as we can see in this Harappan site. So many ornaments were made using these metals, and bronze as well, isn't it, which is a mixture of copper and tin. So here raw materials were either naturally produced, or these are produced by farmers also. For example, okay, cotton produced by farmer is a raw material that may be processed to make clothes. In order to make clothes, what do you need? What is the raw material of it? The raw material is cotton. So cotton is the raw material, and what is the finished good? Finished good is the cloth. Okay, apart from that example, your book, in order to make this book, what is the raw material needed? The raw material needed is the initial raw material which is needed is the papers. And from where did you get this paper? From trees. So trees are this raw material to make a book. And apart from that, only like making a book, you need to write out, these prints are there. So all these things are raw material, and the final product which is with you is this finished product, finished good. While some of the raw material that in Harappan used were available locally, many items such as copper, tin, gold, silver, precious stones had to be brought from distant places. So as we have already seen this in the city, in this life in the city, the rulers, they used to send some people to distant land to bring some raw materials, and out of which some precious stones are being kept by them, for example gold and silver. So here the raw material, they used raw material which were locally available, as well as they used to send people to distant places to bring all these raw materials. The Harappan probably got copper from present day Rajasthan and even from Oman in Asia. See, these in order to bring this copper, okay, the Harappan, they used to get it from this present day Rajasthan, and this Rajasthan is also one of the Harappan site. All right. And Oman, that means they are traveling to foreign country also, to bring raw material. Means there was trading, exchange of trade was there. And apart from this, tin which was mixed with copper to produce bronze. See, tin and copper mixed produces bronze, and this Neolithic age is also known as Bronze Age, because it is in this age that these idea came into mind, and the this bronze is much more stronger and durable than along tin and copper. So they came to know the use of this bronze as well. And these bronze, okay, they have been brought from present day Afghanistan and Iran. Gold could have come all the way from present day Karnataka, and precious stones from present day Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. So gold, they have brought up gold from Karnataka, and in present day also you can see there are mines of gold in Karnataka. There are many in number as compared to other places, and other precious stones from Gujarat, Iran, and Afghanistan. So these were some of the places where they have brought these precious stones and all. Okay, and so with this we have completed this in search of raw material. Okay, so apart from that, see, in order to bring this raw material, they will be there will be trade, and they will not be bringing all alone by carrying by themselves. So what might they have used? See, from this picture we can assume that this is a miniature version, okay, miniature of which was made up of stone. So that is why this survived. Otherwise, this bullock cart, it is a bullock cart, isn't it? So they know the use of bullock cart. From this, what we came to know, we came to know that during the Harappan period, they know the use of this bullock cart as well. So this was as this miniature form, it was made in a form of toy. This was made of stone, so it survived, and this gave us the idea that it was made this transformation transportation, sorry, not transformation, transportation was carried out through this bullock cart, because at that time there were no planes or bus or anything which we have today. It was not developed at all. So it was the era of this bullock cart. So how were goods carried from one place to another? See, how are goods carried from one place to another? From looking at this picture, what we came to know? We came to know that goods are carried from this bullock cart. So look at the illustration. One shows a toy and the other is a seal. See, this is the seal, okay, which we have already studied about one seal in our previous topic as well. See, there are animal carved here, okay, in their seals. They have given importance to animals, okay. This shows that they have given importance to animal. That means they have been attached. They might be worshipping it also, we don't know. They might be worshipping it the form of some supernatural powers, we don't know about it. Okay, can you suggest what the modes of transport used by Harappan were? So we know that it was bullock cart. And did you came across illustration of wheeled vehicle in earlier lesson? See, in earlier lesson we don't have any evidences about these wheeled vehicles or anything, isn't it? So only in this Harappan time we came to this introduction of wheeled vehicles and all are being studied. So here you can see this seal, okay. These seals are usually of rectangular shape, and there are animals, which suggests that importance were given to these animals. And there is some structure like sea. See here, there's some ship, okay. That means with this we can also say that the mode of transformation might be a ship also, okay, might be boat, not ship. It is not that the huge ship that you have in this present day. It might be some small form of boat by which they used to go from sea route, because there is evidences found regarding that the seals of Egyptians were found from India, and Indian seals were found in Egypt as well. So we can suggest that trading was there, okay. Trading was there among different countries, among from foreign countries also. So there might be, it might be possible that they used to go from sea route by boat. So we'll do until here in our this today's class. If you like my lecture, you please hit the like button and share with your friend and subscribe my channel as well. Till then, all of you have a very good day ahead.